What's going on, guys? We are back here on the channel. You're back here on Cryptocurrency Theory, where we're talking about Litecoin this evening. A lot of people have been reaching out and kind of asking me if I can weigh in on the Litecoin ETF or proposed ETF. And I'm just going to kind of circle around some thoughts here that I had about it because I have been thinking about this, and looks like the Canary Capital has went to move to file the ETF. Now this is going to take about 240 days, guys, because it has to go through a kind of like a vetting process through the SEC to make sure that everything's compliant and that everything's good to go. This would make Litecoin the third cryptocurrency to get an ETF behind BTC, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. So I would say that as of right this second, not really seeing a lot of price reflection in that. And like, if we go back and we look at BTC as well, we didn't really see a huge increase in price for Bitcoin price based on the news of the ETF. It took time for the ETF to get approved, and then it took even more time after that for us to get that really exciting price action. However, it has opened the doors very widely for a lot of different people and a lot of new capital to flow into cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. So obviously, if we look at Bitcoin being kind of the model for how these ETFs affect the native coin price, we could say that it took some time, right? The speculation didn't drive the price super high. It was a lag effect even after the ETF got approved, and now it's ultimately driven Bitcoin to upwards to 100 grand because there's just so many more ways you can invest in Bitcoin, and those companies buy the Bitcoin and hold it, and then create trading algorithms throughout their ETF as much as they can to influence the price of Bitcoin. But not to be fooled, guys. These ETFs are at the root core, it's the native crypto that is going to drive the prices. It's not going to be a really hard to figure out. And Litecoin holders, this is the model for Bitcoin, but Litecoin, we look at that how it played out for BTC just because that's all we have. The Ethereum, that's all we have. So from that perspective, yes, the price action will come in term of the long term. The long term capital will flow into Litecoin, obviously, if there's multiple ETFs, giving the given the green light by the SEC and whatnot, and also just simply because it'll put Litecoin even more front stage and center. But I don't think that's what's happening right now. I think this is just an increase. We saw an increase in wallets on Litecoin over the last couple years, and in the more recent times, there's just been general interest in the actual native token, not so much this ETF thing. That's just kind of added to the narrative a little bit. But I don't think that the current price action it's not pricing any of the ETF stuff in because it just doesn't seem to be. It's been at Litecoin's been at elevated prices over $100 here pretty in the more recent times. So, and obviously with the crypto markets elevated in price, we can assure ourselves that the top market cap coins, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, all these coins are going to be higher in price, which they are, right? We're even seeing coins like Neo, Tezos, ADA, Cardano. All the coins are elevated in price, and this has nothing to do with a speculative ETF. Is there a little bit of hype around the ETF? Maybe a little bit, but I don't think it's really what people are making it out to be. So what I'm looking for, guys, I'm looking for Litecoin to take off here. Obviously, if we look at the log chart, it looks a little bit more reflective that it is going to take off to maybe $300-400 here pretty soon. So I am excited about that, and I'm also excited about what your guys' thoughts are with Litecoin. It being such an OG coin. I mean, it's over a decade old. What are your general thoughts on it and things like that? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. I'm thinking Litecoin should be about $300-400. If we look and we zoom out on what crypto prices probably are likely going to go, we can look at the log graph, and that is a good representation of that. All right, so we'll catch you guys in the next video. We're going to look into some grayscale stuff here as well for LTCN and try to give you something there. All right, take care.